I did all the work of finding the best AI copywriting tools so you don't have to. I tried not one, not two, but 12 different AI copywriting tools. And at the end of this video, I'll give you my 3-step formula for getting great responses out of ChatGPT. Now I know what you're thinking. Can machines really write better than us humans? Can they actually come up with creative, engaging, and funny content? Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. Okay, I've set up all the tools and I'm going to put them through their paces on the same writing assignment. It's an email that I'm going to send to my list to share my most recent YouTube video all about how I generate 30K per month with a tiny audience. For every tool, I'm going to use the same prompt on the first test. If I don't like the result that I get the first time, I'm going to push the tool to see if I can get it to give me a better result. I want to acknowledge that some of these tools have different templates and different features, and I want to see if I can get that tool to give me something high quality back. And just to make things even more interesting, I'm going to rate each tool on their personality. Can I get them to be sassy, witty, funny, and playful? We'll have to see. Who am I to judge? Well, I've made my career as a copywriter, so if AI is going to take my job, I think I should get a say in which one's best, don't you? So buckle up. Let's dive in. So I'm really excited for the first 4. Copymatic, Hypotenuse, Unbounce, and Writer. Copymatic.ai is very generic and completely lacks personality. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 1. I suppose you could use it to send an email to a coworker, but this is not marketing copy. With Hypotenuse, I'm basically getting the prompt that I put in back to me reworded slightly. This is the worst AI writer I've ever seen, and I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. Next up is Unbounce. There are some barriers to signing up. You do have to have a website. It's a bit more conversational and it attempts to appeal to emotion, but not very convincingly. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Writer is giving me very short and uninteresting copy. There's nothing enticing me to watch the video, and while I love keeping it concise, I'm not sure this passes as an email. We're giving it a 1 out of 10. Now this is cool. Anywhere.com uses predictive analytics to predict how it thinks the copy might perform. It gives me scores and data that I can use to see what copy might succeed over other copy. This is really compelling to me because I love studying the patterns of what makes marketing work. And I could see this being an incredible tool for putting out the best content possible and training me to recognize what is most likely to perform and even start to identify patterns. Also, I can see this improving efficiency even over other AI tools because you're not having to run so many tests to make a really educated guess about what's going to perform. And I could definitely see it revolutionizing things like advertising. I have to say, I'm really impressed with the analytics and data that it provides, but no matter what I try, the copy just comes across plain and uninteresting to me. I still want to play with it some more, and I think that this is a tool to watch in the future, but for now, I'm gonna have to give it a 2 out of 10. Marketing Blocks is a little bit different than the other platforms because it's an all-in-one AI tool. In addition to AI copywriting, it offers image AI tools and landing page AI tools and just a whole suite of things that you can use. And I was so excited about an all-in-one AI platform that I actually paid for the unlimited plan to get all the features. And I'm a little disappointed in the copywriting tool. I guess I'd gotten my hopes up too much that this would be a really great entry place for new AI users to have everything all in one. I do think it's better than some of the others I've tried, but at the end of the day, it's still very short and very generic. Although, one thing I do like about it is that you can flip through well-known copywriting models. And I was noticing that if I combined multiple responses, I could probably piece together something quite nice. Overall, I think Marketing Blocks could be really useful for an AI beginner to start brainstorming, generating ideas, and getting a feel for AI tools all in one place. So for those reasons, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Okay, copy.ai has a little bit more meat to the email. It's making up some stuff about me going from $500 to 30K months, but there's a little more substance there. And it at least tries to make the video sound enticing. But there's not a lot of personality, and I did find a misspelling in one of the emails, so I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Copysmith was short, bland, and disappointing. 0 out of 10. The first thing I noticed about Jaspier was that I couldn't get a trial without a credit card, so that kind of stinks for users. Also, it has a lot of templates, but somehow not one for promotional emails. I'm shocked. This copy is not good. Maybe I heard too much about it being the best. There's absolutely no personality here. There's nothing enticing me to want to watch the video. I guess it's a little meatier than other tools and sounds pretty natural, so I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Frankly, that feels pretty generous, like maybe my participation trophy generation is showing, because it is absolutely not worth the cost, especially when I know there is something better. Next is niches. Same old, although probably about as good as Jasper, so 3 out of 10. I am blown away. Let me tell you, I am incredibly impressed with this tool. I was able to verify that it is based on the DaVinci OpenAI model, the same as ChatGPT, but this one really does feel like it has been trained to write sales copy. It's better than anything that I've seen from any of the other platforms, and frankly, probably better than 80 to 90% of copywriters. I think the user experience will probably feel friendly to the average consumer, more so than even ChatGPT. And straight out the gate, the copy is good, but what makes this tool so powerful is what you can do to modify it after it's given you its initial result. I can expand sections and shorten sections. I can add bullet points or even agitate the pain points of certain sections on command. I can make paragraphs more engaging with just one button. This tool is absolutely incredible. The downside of this tool is that it's kind of costly and there's no unlimited option. However, if you're a copywriter, you need to get this now. You can probably get a week's worth of work done in an afternoon and spend the rest of the time taking a walk in nature. Rating? 8 out of 10. One thing to know about ChatGPT is its open-endedness. It doesn't have all of the different templates like you're going to see with the other copywriting tools. If you're really new to using AI or don't want to take the time to learn to write prompts, a tool with templates like Copy is probably going to be your best bet. However, I really like the openness of ChatGPT. I like being able to customize my prompts and use responses to get exactly what I want. And because I've been using ChatGPT so much, I've come up with a formula for constructing my prompts and getting results that I like pretty much every time. So here's my 3-step formula for prompting ChatGPT. Number 1, give it a goal, like write an email. Number 2, give it a tone or style. In this case, I chose witty. You can also tell it things like to add emojis, use short sentences, short paragraphs, things like that to get the style you want. Step 3, give it context. Tell it exactly what you want out of it. In my case, I told it the main highlights of the video. Something that I often do here is share the target audience that I'm speaking to. And using this formula, the result that I got with ChatGPT was fantastic. This is the winner. The email that I'm sending is with ChatGPT. Let me know in the comments if you want to know how the email performs. I even asked it to write a follow-up email so that I can send a second email reminding people to go watch the video again. So before I give you the personality rating, I want to say this. If you want to spend little to no time learning AI, go with Copy. The templates will help shorten the learning curve. If you like something a little more open-ended and don't mind learning prompts, stick with ChatGPT. When using my prompt formula, I rate the ChatGPT output a 9 out of 10. I made 2 edits and pulled the bullet points out of what Copy gave me and sent the email.